Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. If you like tech and helpful tips, don't forget to subscribe. Let's get started.
The question of whether to use sRGB mode for gaming is a common one, and the answer, like many things in display technology, isn't a simple yes or no, but rather depends on your monitor, your preferences, and the games you play. sRGB, which stands for Standard Red, Green, Blue, is the most widely adopted color space standard for the internet, digital cameras, and most consumer displays. It defines a specific range of colors that a display can reproduce, ensuring consistency across different devices. When game developers create their art assets, textures, and lighting, they typically target the sRGB color space, meaning the colors they see in their development environment are within this standard. Therefore, playing games in sRGB mode on your monitor theoretically ensures that you are seeing the colors exactly as the artists and developers intended them to be seen. This is crucial for maintaining the intended mood, atmosphere, and visual fidelity of the game. If your monitor has a wider color gamut, such as DCI P3 or Adobe RGB, and you play sRGB content without engaging an sRGB clamp or mode, the colors can appear oversaturated, unnatural, and sometimes even garish. Greens might look neon, reds might be overly intense, and skin tones could look flushed, deviating significantly from the artist's original vision. This oversaturation can be appealing to some users who prefer a more vibrant, punchy look, even if it's technically inaccurate. However, for others, especially those who prioritize color accuracy or play competitive games where subtle visual cues are important, this color inaccuracy can be distracting or even detrimental. Modern monitors often boast wider color gamuts, which are fantastic for content created specifically for those wider spaces, like HDR movies or professional photo editing. But for the vast majority of games which are still mastered in sRGB, enabling sRGB mode can be beneficial. Many high-end gaming monitors include an sRGB emulation mode, which effectively clamps the wider gamut down to the sRGB standard, providing accurate colors for sRGB content. This is generally the recommended approach if you want to see games as intended. However, if you are playing HDR content, sRGB mode should generally be disabled, as HDR utilizes a much broader color space and higher dynamic range that sRGB cannot reproduce. In such cases, your monitor should automatically switch to its native wider gamut or a specific HDR mode. Ultimately, the decision comes down to personal preference versus accuracy. If you value color accuracy and want to experience games as the developers intended, using sRGB mode for SDR, Standard Dynamic Range, gaming content is a strong recommendation, especially if your monitor has a wide native gamut. If you prefer a more saturated, vibrant look and don't mind a departure from the artist's original intent, or if your monitor doesn't have a wide gamut to begin with, then sRGB mode might not be strictly necessary, though it often still provides a more balanced image. Always remember to calibrate your monitor if possible, regardless of the color mode you choose, to ensure the best possible visual experience. Thank you for watching, and please consider subscribing for more tech insights.